everyone, welcome to my channel, Bianca Skogan Beauty. I'm so glad to have you guys here today. Okay, so today's video, I was contemplating not even doing. This year, 2023, is my no-buy makeup year. So having a Sephora VIB sale recommendations, I was like, should I even do that? And I put up a survey on my community page and like 60-some% of you said yes. So I was like, but then somebody gave me an idea and was like, maybe you should do like a anti-recommendations, a like what you shouldn't buy at Sephora. And I was like, that's a good thought. Okay, so what this video is a whole bunch of things. It's going to be recommendations, so like do's, what you should buy at Sephora, what you shouldn't buy at Sephora, and my wish list. So it's all my opinion. This is all Bianca Skogan's opinion on what you should buy at Sephora. Am I actually saying this is what you should buy and you should go do it? No, it's my opinion. And what I like about beauty is different from what you like about beauty. And actually, if you are food for thought here, but like if you like very subtle makeup, you can tell is not me. This is actually more of a neutral look for me. I actually probably wouldn't have paired the red lipstick with this, but I was going for a full face of Anastasia Beverly Hills, and this was the lipstick I had. So anyways, yes, if you like subtle makeup, you might want to go for the opposite of what I say. So yeah, cool. All right, let's start with the do's. What should you buy during the Sephora VIB sale? Ooh, when are the dates? I looked it up. My internet, my Wi-Fi is out right now, so I'm recording on my phone right now, so I had to get on my phone and look it up and use my 5G. It's fun. Anyways, so I looked it up and there are only like 2 days. It's interesting, 2 start dates. And I feel like it used to have more than one start date. So the first start date is October 27th, and that is for the rouges. And that hear me out. So October 27th, the rouges can start and they get 20% off. And the rouge people are the people who spend way too much money at Sephora every year. Me. Although next year I don't think I will be because I didn't, I'm on this no-buy year. Anyways, also everybody can on the 27th of October and get 30% off the Sephora collection from anything that is Sephora owned. So the Sephora brand. So if you want to buy something on the 27th, Sephora, you can get 30% off. Whether you're Rouge, Insider, VIB, Sephora can be 30% off on the 27th. Okay, then the next date is the 31st, Halloween. The 31st of October is when the VIB people and the Insider people get to start, and VIB gets 15% off, Insider gets 10% off. And I don't know why they're starting on the same day. I feel like the Insiders, like the VIB should start a little earlier than the Insiders. That's how it used to be, but I don't work at Sephora. I don't make the rules, but there you go. Those are the rules. And everything goes till the 6th of November. And you can use your code. They give you a code. I don't know what it is, but you get to use that as many times as you want throughout those days because they want you to be a shopaholic and they want you to buy things. Then again, if you're a shopaholic and you're trying not to buy anything, don't buy anything. Sorry, let's go here. Let's talk about what you should buy. If you are looking to buy stuff, you want to buy gifts. They have some great gift sets. I'm going to buy some gifts here. So anyways, anything that is Sephora brand. These are my do's. Sephora brand stuff are great things to buy during this because you can't buy Sephora brand stuff anywhere but at Sephora. So and this is, I believe, the cheapest it goes, 30% off. So Sephora brand stuff, and sometimes it is even on sale because it's stuff that is like from months before or isn't selling as well. So it'll be on sale already and then it'll go 30% off even more. So Sephora stuff, if you've been looking at Sephora stuff, like there's this Sephora tape that I use to tape my eye to get a good crisp wing, or I have like Sephora makeup cleaning spray, like makeup brush cleaning. There's Sephora brand stuff that is really good, or like Sephora brushes are really good. You can get that for 30% off. That's a great thing to get during the sale. Then The Sephora gift sets, like the Sephora favorite sets, those are like by Sephora, like Sephora makes them, but they are not Sephora brand. Yes, okay, so those are a good thing to get because they usually have a really good value. They are like anywhere from like $30, $40, $50, and then they have a much bigger value. So you'll get like 6 items in there, and it'll be like a $40 set, 6 items, like 3 or 4 items are full size, and then it'll be like a value of $120, but you're spending $40. It is impossible to buy 4 full size things from Sephora for $40. It's impossible. It's okay, maybe nothing's impossible, but it's really hard. It's really hard. Those Sephora favorite sets are really nice to get things on sale. And that would be a really nice gift for someone. Also, the Sephora sets, they have some that are like for mascara and for fragrances, that they have the little samplers. And those are my favorite. I've gotten them in the past and I've really liked them because they'll give you the samplers and then they'll give you a QR code to get a full size. So I don't know the prices right now, but because the ones that I've gotten in the past, I got a mascara one and it was $25, and it came with 5 mini mascaras, and then you got a certificate to get a full size mascara. So not only did I get 5 mini size mascaras, then I got a full size, and then I turned it in for a Lancome mascara. And the Lancome mascara I got was the McGrath big one, which is a $30 mascara. So it ends up being a very good deal because I ended up getting the mascara for less than the price, and I got to try out all the mascaras and find out which one was the best, which one I liked the best, and I liked the McGrath big one the best. Anyways, the fragrance ones are nice too because it's hard to, like, if you smell a fragrance in store, you can kind of smell how it smells, but like there's also there's fragrances around you and you don't know how it will actually smell on the chemistry of your skin. And so it's nice to have those fragrance sets to actually smell it on your skin and go out and about your day and see how long it lasts on your skin. And then you can actually see which one that you want to get a full size of. And some of them, the cheaper ones, the ones that are like $30, will only give you like a little purse spray size, but they also have favorite sets that have like $75 ones, and it's a good like 1.7 ounce spray, those are always ones that are good for gifts, because then that person who you're giving the gift to, my sister always gets them for my mom and dad, then that person, my mom and dad, they can pick out which fragrance they want. Because I don't know what fragrance my mom or my dad wants. I don't know which, they smell good. I know that they smell good, but I don't know which fragrance that they would want. And so then they get to pick which fragrance they want. It's always a nice gift. So those are nice things to get as gifts, or for yourself. Get one for yourself. I always get myself Christmas presents. And then my husband's like, so you bought yourself Christmas? And I'm like, yep. Do I know what I want? Do I know what I'm getting for Christmas on Christmas Day? Yes. Do I like what I got for Christmas? Yes. Anyways, okay. This is my recommendation from what I've learned by being on this No Buy year. This sale is really not that great. After I just got done telling you some good things. If you are a Rouge, it's 20% off. That's the best it'll be. 20% off. If you are a VIB, it is 15%. And for Insider, it's 10%, which that basically takes off taxes. In my opinion, in my state, my taxes end up being about 10%. And so I end up really only saving 10% because I'm 20% as a Rouge. And then once it adds the taxes in, half of that goes away because of taxes. Anyways, so this sale is not the bee's knees. Sephora is smart. They got to be the biggest beauty store in the world. In the United States? Okay. Anyways, they're a huge beauty store because they know what they're doing. They made this sale before Black Friday on purpose. Okay? And I'm going to get to that when I talk about don'ts. I'm going to talk about this. But I would say do not get anything from the Sephora sale unless it was already on your wish list, because they pull out a lot of stuff. Like they make things look beautiful and shiny and gorgeous, and a lot of YouTubers will be making videos like this video, and they'll be talking about products and they'll be like, this product changed my world. And you'll be like, oh my gosh, I have to have it. It may have changed their world, but it might not change yours. And I have found that I will buy things because they're on sale and then I end up decluttering them. If it was already on your wish list and now it's 20% off or 15% off or 10% off, that is good. That is good because you already wanted it. You put it on your wish list. You wanted it. It was on your wish list. I have learned that from this no buy year that it is better to buy something if you already knew that you wanted it and you're not buying it from some FOMO, fear of missing out. You're not buying it because it's going out of stock or it's on sale or, you're getting it because you wanted it. It's already there. Okay, I feel like I've talked ad nauseum about that. Last, I'm going to talk about eyeshadow palettes a little bit because that's what I'm obsessed with. I'm obsessed with eyeshadow palettes. I just did an eyeshadow palette declutter and showed everybody my hundreds of eyeshadow palettes. I have a lot and I love eyeshadow. So here is where you can take what I'm saying with a grain of salt because it depends on your eyeshadow aesthetic. Do you like colorful, fun eyeshadow? Then listen to what I have to say. If you like very neutral, very not a lot of color, then maybe do the opposite of what I say. Okay, so for eyeshadow palettes, I have a couple of favorite brands from eyeshadow brands that are sold at Sephora. And then there are companies that I don't like as much that are sold at Sephora. So I have companies that I recommend that you buy at Sephora and companies that I don't. So this is where you can take it with a grain of salt. So I really like Natasha Denona. I think that her eyeshadow she has colorful and then she also has neutral. I like that she goes, she has both extremes. You can get a very beautiful neutral palette and you can get a very beautiful colorful palette. She also has a price range. She has some she even has like baby palettes. So you can get something that is in your price range and then she has extremely expensive palettes that are like $129. So you have a whole price range there that you can search through to find an eyeshadow palette. I really enjoy Natasha Denona. So I suggest Natasha Denona if you're looking for an eyeshadow palette from a high quality brand. Also, Anastasia Beverly Hills. That's what I'm wearing right now. This is the Fall Romance palette that is on my eyes right now. That's another brand that I think has really good pigmentation. Maybe a little bit too good pigmentation. So if you don't like good pigmentation, maybe stay away from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Anastasia Beverly Hills has very good palettes. Huda Beauty. Huda Beauty has some really beautiful palettes. She also has, I would say, not as color, like she has a lot more neutral ones. She does have some colorful ones, probably more in the 9 pan than she has colorful in the bigger palettes one, the big ones. But she has some beautiful palettes as well, Huda Beauty. Patrick Ta, he only has 3 palettes that I'm aware of, but those are good quality. Those are some brands that I really jive with. And Danessa Myricks. Danessa Myricks, those, the Lightwork palette, there's a new one that just came out with. Oh my gosh, it's to die for. I have the Lightwork Volume 3 and the Lightwork Volume 4. I haven't gotten to my wish list yet, but it's on my wish list. So anyways, all right, so that was my do's. Do's for the sale. Okay, let's go to don'ts. Some anti-recommendations. Things I don't recommend purchasing during the Sephora VIB sale. Again, you don't have to do what I say, obviously, but it's just, I guess, my opinion. This sale is right before the Black Friday sale, right before Cyber Monday sale. Sephora knows what they're doing, and they know that you will spend all of your hard-earned money on this sale, and then you will have no more money to buy things for the Cyber Monday and Black Friday, which like 2 years ago, I did. I for this channel, I was like, I'm gonna buy a ton and then I'm gonna make a really cool haul video. And I did. I bought a ton and I got it 20% off and I saved like $100 and I made a haul video and it was awesome. I loved it. I loved getting new makeup. But then Black Friday came and Cyber Monday came and all of these beautiful sales of beautiful things that I wanted came and I went, oh no, I have no more money. Where the money that I've been budgeting all year for this, the money that I have been saving, My bonus monies. It was gone. I spent it at the Sephora VIB sale. I had no money. So, Sephora knows what they're doing. So, just think about that. Do you want to spend all your money at Sephora? Fantastic. Great. The one thing about it is that you can get everything in one place. And Sephora knows that. They know they're this beauty retailer that you can purchase Pat McGrath, you can purchase Natasha Denona, you can purchase skincare, hair care, makeup from the same place, and it is convenient. And you can get free shipping if you spend a certain amount. They know that. They are smart. But you don't have to. There are better sales during Black Friday and Cyber Monday. I promise you. There are better sales. So, depending on the brand. Okay, again, here is another warning. Do I know about all of the sales during Black Friday and Cyber Monday? No, I don't. Because, okay, I watched my 2022 and my 2021 Black Friday, Cyber Monday hauls in preparation for this video, because I was like, what did I get on sale? What did I shop during those times? So I know what I got during those times. I don't remember every single thing that is on sale during those times, because honestly, I watched those videos and I talked about how overwhelmed I was. And I remember every time it turns November, we start getting, it isn't just Black Friday or Cyber Monday. It is like Black Friday month. The whole month of November is just they're throwing sales at you and they're trying to get you to spend money. It is overwhelming. I get the most amount of emails from these brands being like, hey, 40% off, hey, 30% off, hey, 50% off, hey, this, the more you spend, the more you save. And it is exhausting to try to avoid and try to not buy and try to categorize. And it's really hard. November is a very hard month. I should just turn off my email during that month. Anyways, so I am not aware of every single brand that has a sale. So if you guys know of certain brands that I don't mention and you want to put it in the comments for others, fantastic. That would be great. But I'm going to mention some brands that I know of and that are for sure things. So first of all, Pat McGrath. Pat McGrath, always. There's like a new sale every month. It's not just November. Pat McGrath has a sale, I would say, at least every other month. And it'll be 30% off. If I was watching my video from last year, I got 50% off because I bought bundles and then I also spent a lot of money. So I got 40% off plus I bought bundles. So it ended up, I got 50% off of Pat McGrath. So if you bought it from this Sephora sale, you would get 20% off. Pat McGrath is pricey. Pat McGrath palettes are $128. So if you can get 50% off, get 50% off. So it's about, you have to wait a little bit longer, I guess, but I would rather spend less personally. Don't buy Pat McGrath during the VIB sale. The only exception to that, I would say, is if a Pat McGrath item is on sale during the VIB sale and then you get 20% off that. Then it might end up being, I don't know, 40% off. It depends on how much it's on sale for. But that is an exception to the rule. So, and that is the case for all of these. All of that I'm about to mention. If it's on sale on Sephora's website and then it's 20% off on that as well, that's an exception. But okay, so Pat McGrath. Don't buy Pat McGrath during Sephora sale. Yes, you can get it all at once. But Pat McGrath is better. Better during Black Friday. Better just anytime. I think right now, as I'm talking, there is a 30% off sale at Pat McGrath. Always. She always has a sale. Every month. Pretty much. Okay. Then, ABH. Anastasia Beverly Hills. I don't think it's Black Friday. I think it's Cyber Monday. I think. Don't quote me on it because things change. But Anastasia Beverly Hills usually puts their palettes and their face stuff 40 to 50% off Cyber Monday. I got last year, the Rose Metals palette was a new palette from them. I got that palette 40% off. And it was the new palette that had just come out. I got one of the new bronzers. I got a highlighter. I got the Soft Glam palette, which is not a new palette, it's an old palette, but I got it for $19. Brand new, $19 palette. It's normally a $45 palette. I got it for $19. That's more than 50% off. I'm calculating in my head, yes. So yeah, Anastasia Beverly Hills, suggestion. These are suggestions. I would wait till Anastasia Beverly Hills has a Cyber Monday sale. Okay, another one. Kosas was not last year. It was my video from 2021. They usually have a 30% off. Actually, it ends up being like a buy more, save more. So the more you buy, the more you save. But they will have I think it's like 20% off if you spend this much, 25% off if you spend, and the more eventually you can get up to 30% off. I don't know what will end up happening this year, but Kosas will do buy more, save more, and it'll be more than 20% off. So, and then there's more brands. There's more brands than that. Those were just the brands that I was aware of. So there are more brands that have sales. So yes, is it easier to just buy them all during the Sephora sale? Yes, but they know that. They know that. Okay, so let's talk about eyeshadow palettes. So I said before which eyeshadow palettes I really like and which ones, have a lot of pigment and which ones I suggest. So these are ones that I don't suggest purchasing. And again, I'm not saying you can't purchase them because we have different tastes in makeup. We wear makeup differently. Everybody's faces kind of accept makeup differently. If you like my beauty, if you like my makeup aesthetic, then I guess you can listen. Here are some of the makeup brands that are just not my favorite. Too Faced. I just don't think that they're actually kind of hit or miss. So from what I've heard, I actually haven't purchased a palette from them in a while. Why? Because I'm on a no buy. But I've been watching content creators and they'll talk about how like this one's really good and this one's really not good. So it's a gamble. Like you're spending they're like $54 palettes and one will be good and one is not. So you end up spending over $100 for a good palette and a crappy palette. Anyways, and they just don't have very much good, in my opinion, they're not pigmented very well. So I wouldn't take the gamble on Too Faced. That is up to you. Then another one, Urban Decay. I wouldn't also take a gamble on Urban Decay. It's funny because Urban Decay was one of the first brands that I really started getting, like when I was in college and getting out of college, that I really started getting into makeup and being like, oh my gosh, Urban Decay, I love this. This is so fun. And I would go into Sephora and I would go straight to the Urban Decay aisle and look at the makeup and that. I ignored all the rest of the store and I would go right to Urban Decay because of the colors. And it was just so much fun. And to now just be like, I did purchase like the Robin Eisenberg palette, and the pigmentation, it was just kind of chalky. So it's up to you. It depends on if you like, here it is, here. They have fun colors. But the pigmentation is lacking, which could be a good thing. If you like fun colors, but you don't like it to be super pigmented, I think that might be a good thing for some. These brands are selling because everybody has different likes, which is good. I'm glad we all like different things. I'm a biologist. We all are different. We all have different mutations in our genes and we're all different, which is beautiful. So we all like different things and it's good. So if that's what you like, then that's good. It's just not what I like. The last one is the don'ts, is don't buy something if it's not on your wish list because you might regret it. Okay, so what is on my actual wish list? What is on my personal wish list right now? Because I have one. I have a wish list. What am I gonna buy? I don't know. Okay, it is my 2023 no buy year, but I talk about how I can buy things if I have gift cards. And I get award code points for my job. And right now I'm sitting on like $75 of award code points. So I can buy some things. With 20% off, that's like $90 worth of things that I can buy. Do I want to blow that $90? Probably. Award code points, I can only trade in those for certain brands. I can only trade them in for like Sephora and Ulta, or for what I want. There's tons of brands. But what the brands that I want to trade them in for are Ulta, Sephora, they have a TJ Maxx and Marshall's one. They have a ton of other brands, but I don't care about those brands. So I can't trade it in for a Pat McGrath Labs gift card, which is what I was talking about, or like a ABH, Anastasia Beverly Hills gift card. Okay, so what is on my actual wish list? Let me tell you. We talked about the Danessa Myricks Volume 5 Lightwork Palette. Yes, that one is on my wish list. It's beautiful. I think it's $128. I got the Volume 4 and the Volume 3. And do I want the Volume 5? Yes, I do. I actually, this year is my no-buy year. And Danessa Myricks came out with that like neutral palette, the one that's all just kind of neutral browns. And I was like, oh, maybe she brought that one out instead of the Lightwork palette. And I was like, yes, this is so good. I'm not swindled to buy that at all. And I was like, this is so good for my no-buy year because I don't want to buy that. This is great. It's so good for me. I'm not going to buy that. Great. I'm so lucky. No. Then she came out with the Lightwork palette and I was like, no, I'm so tempted. So, no, I do think Sephora also has points. And I have like 2,000 points at Sephora right now. And Sephora, once you get 2,500 points, you get $100. Anyways, I don't know. But you can't use, you can use it during the sale, but you can't use 20% off. You can only get the $100. You can't get 20% off plus $100, which is always lame. I guess it's a free $100. I shouldn't complain. Anyways, what else is on my wish list? I have 4 blushes on my wish list. I know why. It's because I don't usually buy blush from indie brands. I love indie brands for eyeshadow. For blush, I usually buy from like mainstream brands from Sephora. So it makes sense that I have 4 blushes on my wish list from Sephora. Should I scoot over so I can put in pictures? Probably. Okay, the first blush is from House Labs, the Lady Gaga brand, and it is in the shade Lavender Blonde because I love a purple blush. It's a $38 blush. Do I need a $38 blush? Nope. I want it though. It's on my wish list. I can keep wishing. I don't know. The other blush. This one is kind of fun. It's from Say. It is the Blush Trio. There's 3 blushes for $30. It's kind of cool. I did get a Say blush for my birthday, and I think it was like $38 in itself. It was just a compact. These are like the liquid ones. I think they're probably minis, but I don't go through a whole blush ever. The next blush is the Rare Beauty Liquid, the Soft Pinch blushes. The Rare Beauty Soft Pinch blushes. I have a lot of these blushes. It is my very favorite blush formula, these Rare Beauty blushes. So, and they have gone up in price. They used to be $20, they're now $23, which makes sense, inflation. But I am looking at the shade Virtue. It's kind of like a peachy shade. I don't really have a peachy shade. I just did an orange blush video, which hasn't gone up yet. It will go up. I actually traded out. It was gonna go up instead of this one, but then you guys convinced me to do this video, so that one got moved. It moved over. So, anyways, I do have kind of an orange blush, but not. So you can see I don't really need it, but it's on the wish list. Okay, so in the shade Virtue. Then last but not least, the blush that is on my wish list is the Dior Backstage blush in the Rosy blush. Anyways, they came out with new blushes, and it is in the shade Cherry. It's like a bright red blush. It's $40. So, and all of those blushes are on my wish list. Let me just tell you, obviously. I just told you this is my wish list. Oh my gosh, but I was trying to tell you guys that like these are all on my wish list. So if I bought them, they were on my wish list, so I wasn't breaking my own rules. But I already told you they're on my wish list. Oh my gosh. Anyways, when those new Dior blushes came out, I put that one on my wish list because I was like, oh, that's gorgeous. Anyways, okay, so there's our 4 blushes. Do I need 4 blushes? No. Will I be purchasing 4 blushes? No. With my award code money. No, I will not. I will not. I have told myself this. Okay, cool. All right. What else do I have on here? The Rare Beauty highlighter. This is also me trying to talk myself out of it. So this is good. The Rare Beauty highlighter. I have 2. I have 2 of the highlighters. She has she came out with a highlighter, and I bought it in 2 shades because I was like, oh, I think the lightest shade will be too light, but it's hard to tell online shades, am I right? And so I bought like the medium kind of 2 shades. I feel like one of them is like leaves a kind of a cast, and the other one is a good shade for me for summertime. So I was like, what if I got the lightest shade for like wintertime? And it's the shade Enlighten. So do I need 3 Rare Beauty highlighters? No, I don't. Do I want them? Yes, I do. Because the one that I have that's the darkest one I have is too dark. But I don't, it's fine. It's fine, I don't need it. This is me talking myself out of it. Something that I probably will get is the Cinema Secrets. It's a brush cleaner. I usually, when I clean my brushes, I get like from Beauty Blender, they'll have like the solid soaps, and you clean them with the solid soaps. Or I have from Sephora brand, this Refresh, and this is, it depends on what I'm doing. So if I'm just doing like a quick brush cleaner, like in between when I actually get down and clean the brushes, this is what I use for just like a quick cleaner. Or I use the soap for cleaning. But this, man, I'm saying a lot of things. This Cinema Secrets, I feel like would do the job of both. And I wouldn't need these 2 different, like the soap and the spray. I think, I don't know, and a lot of people talk about the Cinema Secrets and they're like, this is really great. And I'm like, oh, let me try it out. So I don't know, I thought about it. And you need to care for your brushes because they are what put on your makeup. And if you want them to last, you need to take care of them. So it was just a thought. It's a thought. I might get it. We'll see. The Sephora Collection lipsticks. I love to get a Sephora Collection lipstick every year because they're cute. They're really cute, and I love lipstick. So I was thinking the shade, I was thinking some fun shades because they do. They have some really fun shades. And so I was kind of thinking either the shade Polar Lights or the shade Undisturbed. Are they 2 crazy shades? Yeah, but I think they're both on sale for $5. So then $5 plus 30% off would make them really cheap. There is a perfume that I was thinking of getting. It is from Skylar. It is the Boardwalk Delight perfume. And this one comes in many different sizes, but the smallest size is a roller ball, and I don't like roller balls. I just don't feel like they transmute, you know, like when you put it on, I can't smell it. Like I smell it right when I put it on, but then throughout the day it's gone. And so, but when I get a spray, it like, I can still smell it when you get a spray. Is that just me? Do you guys feel that way? So I believe they only have 2 sizes. They have the rollerball one and then the big one. And the big one is $90. So it's on the wish list. It's supposed to be like gourmand cotton candy. That sounds so good. This one is kind of a silly wish list because it's the Dior Backstage Face and Glow palette. A lot of people talk about this, and I have heard this is like people will talk this up, but I feel like it's a highlighter palette, but it looks like it should be a highlight, blush, and bronzer. But like, wouldn't it be too glittery to be a bronzer? Anyways, can somebody explain this to me, why this is so amazing? Because I feel like people get it and then they're like, it changed my life. And I'm like, I don't get it. So I don't yeah, that one is like on my wish list because I'm like, I'm curious. But that's not good enough to actually buy a really expensive product because you're curious. So this is really good. I'm glad I talked about this. I'm glad I'm talking about this because I'm really talking to myself and making some decisions here. Anyways, those are some things on my wish list. What do you guys think? Are there any of those things that you could really be like, no, Bianca, that is a terrible product? Why? Because if I can talk myself out of buying any of these, let me know. Because, you know, I could use some rationale. There it is. Remember, makeup is fun. You don't have to buy any of it, but it's fun. And you know what? For me, it's art. My last video that I did, I started with no makeup on my face because to me, it's not about getting on here and looking beautiful and being like, oh, look how beautiful I look. Even though right now I do have a full face of makeup on, it is about getting to do a new look every day and play with color and play with makeup. And that is what is fun for me. And If it's not fun, then what are we doing? Right? So, anyways, I hope you liked this video. And if you did, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos from me, subscribe to my channel. And if you want to be reminded of my videos, push the bell. And most importantly, be nice to yourself because you're amazing. Have a great day. Bye.